We're just back from a lovely ride with the London Brompton Club. Thank you, London Brompton Club. We left from Charing Cross Station and we rode to the shop in Sunnydown. They then went onwards to Windsor Castle and we took this 4-speed with us and it was great. The only thing is, it was a bit more difficult on some of the hills. Now we're going to increase the gearing or give us a bigger range and make it a 5-speed. It's time to do my favourite type of video again. But first, I need to put some batteries into my power meter pedals. Someone called them a random number generator, which I think they were last time we used them, but we haven't given up. We're going to use them with our 4-speed test, and then we'll redo the test with the 5-speed. We've decided to come to our favourite test track because there's no traffic. And hope that you can remember how to clip in. So we've come to our favourite test track, but we thought we'd check that the power meter pedals are actually working on the way to here. So we've recorded our ride and it's just uploading. We're training for the BC Bike Race. Today I have a 30-minute gentle Zone 1 ride, so I'm going to be riding gently. So my power meter pedals are actually working. They're showing me that I'm putting in more or less power, but I am already out of my Zone 1 heart rate. So let's go. First stop, Heartbreak Hill. So here we go on Loop 1. It starts with a nice down, followed by a reasonable up to a statue of the Queen. Then down a flat bit, slight up with a hill at the end. It's almost exactly 5 kilometres long. You can see when we start climbing the hill that I pull away from the cameraman on a 6-speed with reduced gearing, as he can just chill out, but I need to put that little bit more effort in to keep the bike moving. So that concludes our first lap of Windsor Great Park. I did have to put some effort in on the hills, and I really hope that the data from the power meter pedals shows that. We're going to go and examine it. And I'm really looking forward to my extra gear to see if it makes it easier. This is my P Line, now converted to a 5-speed. We're going to compare it to its former self as a 4-speed using power meter pedals. So you can probably see, watching me go up the last hill, it seems to me like the steepest hill, where I actually had to put some effort in on the 5-speed and more effort in on the 4-speed. And my cameraman was just chilling out on his 6-speed. But it was easier with the 5-speed. So that was my first lap on the 5-speed, and I am really impressed that the extra 3 teeth, so adding a 21 tooth sprocket, made it much easier to go up the steeper hills. There was really only one place I had to put any effort in. It was great, really good change. So other things about this 5-speed upgrade, it was really simple to do. It is actually refreshing to have a really nice shifter, and it shifts really, really smoothly. I think that could be because I've used a higher end, so an XT cassette. The disadvantage is that I have thrown a lot of the cassette away, but don't worry, I haven't thrown them away, I'm keeping them for Christmas decorations. On the 4-speed lap, I had to go faster up the hills because I just had to power faster up. So the average speed was 17.9 kilometres an hour. The average power was 89 watts, with a maximum wattage of 235. The stats on the 5-speed lap really do show that it was easier. So the average speed was 14.9 kilometres per hour. The average power was 70 watts, with a maximum power of 185. The thing to remember with this test is that actually we weren't trying to go really quickly, we were trying to replicate commuting and taking it more gently. But with the 4-speed, I had to go faster up the steeper hills just to actually get there. The 5-speed, I could kind of chill out and go gently up the hills. We like this upgrade so much, we will be converting our Chapter 3 as well. If you like this video comparing the effort needed to do a loop on a 4 and a 5-speed P Line Brompton, we'd really like it if you give us a big thumbs up. But I can't do it with the bike, so a big thumbs up. This is a Shimano 11-speed mountain bike test. But we haven't given up. We are going to try them again. Let's try that again, shall we? This is my P Line, now converted to a 5-speed, which we have... Chat. Oh, they might have gone.